Hello, my name is Colombine DEPAIRE, and I'm sending you my regards from Brussels, one of the most dynamic European cities regarding comics. As a literary project manager, I'm the curator of the Machine à Bulles exhibition made by the Institut Français for the International French Cultural Network. I'm going to offer you a glimpse of this exhibit, including webcomics, interactive stories, Instagram storytellings. This new type of narrative and ways of reading open to new literary creation opportunities and change the relationship to the book, the paper format, and the digital machine. As you may know, France stands out on the international stage as a dynamic and imaginative figure and for the quality of its production. In France, the comics creators first started using the digital format as I found it was an easier way to talk about themselves. Like autobiographical fiction, there was a development of personal comics blogs displaying the author's daily lives or their view of the world. Margot Motin or Boulette with his blog Boulet Corp, for example, won the public that way, as well as Pénélope Bagieux, who won an Eisner Award last year for her book Les Culottés. Now, many French scriptwriters, artists, publishers, and producers are embracing new technologies and working toward producing new novel creation. Their aim is to play with the code of sequential narrative, with the storytelling at the heart of the process. Most of them use a speech bubble and added soundtracks, which generates complex emotion and improves the immersive experience. Sometimes books have a main role when it uses virtual reality contents, for example, such as the Delcourt Soleil app. In the exhibition, we included the Ultra Laser book, which you can scan with your smartphone or with a tablet to reveal exclusive content through augmented reality. Books can also allow a wider narrative from a different angle, especially in transmedia storytelling. It's one of the French publishing trends to develop comics both in printed and digital format, but transmedia add also a narrative dimension, proposing stories with a different point of view in paper and in digital. I would like to share with you a view of some interactive work. Here you can see Le Grand Méchant Renard, the Big Bad Fox, which is one of the transmedia storytelling, the recent transmedia storytelling in France. As the Fox adventures are told by Benjamin Renner through a book, animated movies, and an interactive digital story. It's also a perfect example to demonstrate the turbomedia format. The construction, image by image, accentuates the burlesque of this short story, and the comical side of the main character is amplified by the interactive experience. Here you can choose one option because the little fox is trying to catch a hen, and you can explore different sections of the narrative in the order you choose. However, most of the machinable comics are original creation, only available online. They explore the specific effects of digital-only comics that cannot be conveyed into the paper format. Another clickable story is You Robot. This work is part of the ERC Comics, led by Université La Sorbonne. And it shows how the reader can really exploit the power of webcomics to innovate the way science is communicated. The interactive version is in English, and you go through image after image, and sometimes you need to look around in the screen to find the interactive portion of the image. So the yellow points help you to point on the right direction. The third type of digital comics I would like to present is the scrolling strip. One of the French pioneers using this technology is the comic strip Falaina by Marietta Rennes. In this scaling and transition tricks, this digital graphic novel does not have panels. It offers a seamless transition thanks to horizontal scrolling. And in addition, it is enriched with parallax effects and an original exhilarating sound design. I cannot share the view of this app with you now because this app is designed for tactile screens mainly, so it's better on tablets than computer. But I can share another scrolling strip from the Machinable exhibition. It's called Anci tout va bien. Here, all is well in English because you can read it if you wish. I want to share this work with you because it was made using the Panda Suite software you may use during your hackathon. Ainsi tout va bien is a travel diary through Oceania, mixing drawings and photographs to talk about discovering a foreign culture and in an original and comedic style. With their camera and pencil, Nicola and Sophie framed their adventure through New Zealand and Australia. And thanks to this mixed technique, they won the Angoulême Festival Digital Challenge Prize at the Comic Book Festival in Angoulême a few years ago. And here you can see how the characters move onto the screen while I'm scrolling to the left. Scrolling strips could also roll down in the vertical direction. We call it Webtoon, and it's a convenient format to design a story for smartphone, actually. Here you can see Panama Albron Mysterious Trends. It's a work promoted by RT TV, so a French TV media, who sponsors the creation of Anci's dynamic adaptation, condensing the 168-page comic book inked by Alex Inker into a dynamic photo montage to be used on smartphones. Panama Albron Mysterious Trends is a documentary that mixes drawing, archive pictures, and videos from the 30s to tell about the rise of the first Latin American world boxing champion. And it's free online. Social networks also inspire different storytelling. I invite you to explore the webcomic hashtag on Instagram. And more precisely, some of the work included in the Machinabule exhibition, such as the infinite drawing, here the artist plays with the page, the interactive page. So she plays with the screen of the smartphone to roll a vertical wall with continuous pictures separated by the frame we usually have in the comic book page. On Instagram, you could also visit a story called Été, or Summer for the English version. It's a romantic novel by Thomas Caden and Joseph Safieddine, gathering each summer 80,000 followers in France. So it mixes pictures and some animated pictures, as well as music to enhance the reader experience. Last but not least, video games can also have the potential to convey images and storytelling in an interactive way to implicate the player. It's one of the art forms which could convey with comics to offer new reading experiences. The Machinabule exhibition includes, for example, the work Sens VR. It's a virtual reality game that you can experience both on tablets and with virtual reality glasses. Sens VR is a personal quest through an enigmatic black and white labyrinth. Another video game included in the exhibition is Across the Groove. Across the Groove by Geoffroy Vincennes and drawn by Nicolas Fouquet is an interactive graphic novel set in a magical realism universe where your decisions affect the destiny of Alice, allowing her to explore narrative destinies by modifying her past. When she listened to a vinyl record sent by her ex-lover, Alice is thrown back into her past to relive old events. And when she comes back to the present, her reality has changed. Her fiancé no longer knows her, as if they never met. Determined to get her life on track, Alice packs up and embarks on a hunt through Europe, across Europe. This original story led to several endings in an elegant artistic style inspired by comics. And maybe it reminds you to the visual novel, very successful in Asia, but it's one of the rare European work exploring this format. And I think we will see in the future an augmentation of this kind of narrative. I'm sharing with you some screenshots of this last work with the hope that this panorama will inspire you. All these webcomics explore the code of the bande dessinée and draw on future they draw one future for digital comics. You could dive in by reading them and also by drawing your own webcomics through this hackathon and after. So I hope you enjoy these discoveries and I thank you for your attention. Thank you very much. Have a great time creating comics.